Hey everybody, this is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where we are having a nice sunny day and about to go into a hot week, over 90 degrees. But for today, it's still just beautiful, beautiful. So hoping that a few people are going to come on here and we can have some fun together, because I have lots and lots and lots of information for you today, lots of new stuff going on. So I'm hoping people come on before I get going, but I'll start anyway. So, hey Jean, first one on. Thanks for coming. First thing is that we are starting bonus days. So what bonus days are, in case you've never been around Stampin' Up! When this is going on, is for every $50 you spend, you get a link, an email, so make sure not to lose that email. It's an email that will have a special code on it with a $5 off in August. So anything that you spend right now in July, up to $50, and they're cumulative. So you can buy $100, you get two $5 ones. When you go to spend them, you can actually spend them all at the same time. So say there's $10 something you want to buy, you can use your two $5 cards, or coupons rather. So that's the entire month of July. That's the first thing. Second thing is, hey Cindy, thanks for joining. So we talked about bonus days. Second thing is clearance rack has been updated, and there's some, like embellishments for under $2, whole packs of paper for $5, stamp sets, dies, lots of different things. So go check out the clearance rack. They've also been updating the kits. If you haven't looked at kits in a while, we've got kits that are brand new. One this week. Hey Roz, a few other people on. So we got some people. So go check out the kits. We've got some new online exclusives. Now, I know a lot of people are having trouble finding those because they're not in any catalog. Same with the kits. Kits aren't in any catalog. So if you go onto the Stampin' Up! Website, if you're a customer or a demonstrator, you got to do this through the Stampin' Up! Website. So go on the Stampin' Up! Website. When you see those three little lines on the top, click on them. Go to Shop Products, and then there's one for kits, and then there's another one further down that says Online Exclusives. That's the only way you're going to find the online exclusives. So I know that's a little confusing, but they're going to be bringing out new online exclusives every few months, so we've got to get used to figuring out how to find them. So I am going to put you down here for a minute because I want to show you a couple things. So hopefully this is working right. And you can see this. This is my Patriotic Sampler class that I did last week. I'm doing again here with some people. And someone already asked me if I would make a PDF for it, so you can do it at home. That means just the PDF. You have to buy all the supplies, which in terms of the paper is not a ton of supplies, but as you can tell, I use some old things. You could substitute some of them. But if you want to buy the PDF from me, it's $20, and just email me. Let me know what your PayPal address is or your Venmo, and I will get that in the mail for you. Other thing is, again, $20. So if you're coming this weekend, you will be able to be doing that. Second thing is our Super Summer Retreat. I know a lot of you know my buddy in my upline, Peggy Noe. She and I are putting on a retreat. It's going to be at my house on July 22nd, but this can also be ordered by mail. And we have 3 left. We bought a few extras, so we've got only 3 left of this online retreat. We will send you everything you need. It is including the Trucking Along bundle. Can you see that? That is an online exclusive, ladies and gents. And it is going to be so much fun. We've got a truck builder punch and this stamp set. So it's $65. You also get a half a pack of the brand new online exclusive One Horse Open Sleigh paper, which I'll show you in a minute. And you also get a package of festive pearls. So that's what we're doing to celebrate these online retreats. That's $65 if you come to my house and do the class, or it's $75 if you want it sent to you. But again, it includes the bundle, half a pack of paper, and a whole pack of embellishments. Next thing is my next class is going to be using the Darling Details bundle. And that will be either on August 18th or the 20th at my house. If you're going to do it here, obviously we can send it to you and you can do it at home. It's going to include a half a pack of the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. That's the one that, is initially for the balloons, but it's going to make us some gorgeous cards with this. And it also gets a half a package of, oh darn, I can't remember which. They're the oval embellishments that have these colors in it, the lemon lolly and the bubble bath and the Azure Afternoon, and I'm blanking on what it's called. But half a pack of paper, half a package of embellishments, the class, which is 4 cards, the PDF if you're getting it for your home class. So let me know by July 31st. If you're getting the bundle with that class, you are also going to be getting a $5 certificate if, we can order by July. That's why it's by July 31st. And then the last thing before we get into the card for the day is please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm almost up to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm trying to hit that mark. And if you guys just go there, I upload whatever we're doing here onto my YouTube channel when we're done, and you can always find everything there, all my old ones and such too. Easiest way to find them. So today we are once again using this gorgeous paper, this One Horse Open Sleigh paper. I know I went through it last week. I can't get over how gorgeous it is. I've already ordered a second batch just for myself, and we're going to be using it with our truck when it gets here. It's supposed to be delivered today. This is the one that we're going to be using today. And then the backs are equally good. Like, I'm looking forward when I get my truck to using some of actually these back ones for just like a birthday card or etc. And then another thing I wanted to show you for the online samples, the online exclusive is, what is this called? Adhesive Back Snowflake Assortment. We got copper, we got gold, we've got white, 3 different sizes. That's pretty fun. So here, so many things sitting here right here, is the card we're going to make. I'm trying to look for folds and etc. that can use most of the paper. So this is just a fun fold that kind of opens like that. And I just thought it was fun that you could actually use the whole or most of the paper. To me, a lot of these scenes I think are great for thinking of you, which I could use for a lot of different things, but this one's particularly for a sympathy card. I just think quiet, peaceful scenes just seem really nice for a sympathy card to me. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, we got a bunch of people. Hey, Jean. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jet. Jet, have you watched before? But if you have or haven't, glad you're here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to get this out of the way, is I think what we'll do is do our card base first. So this is a piece of 5.5 by 11 cardstock. In other words, it is just your regular old cardstock, half a sheet. And we are going to be scoring it at 1 3/4, 4 3/8. So what I do when I'm trying to find a 3/8 is I go to, it's between 4 1/4 and 4 1/2, and then I find it, that mark. And then 7. Now I want to show you something here. I don't know if you noticed this. My scoring blade no longer stays in. I don't know why, what broke off, whatever, but I've like pretty much almost lost it multiple times. And new scoring blades are one of the new online exclusives that you can get a package of these now. So all of you who have lost your scoring blade, you're in luck. Okay, so this, whoops, did it the wrong way. Okay, so I folded it on the last one, then I folded it back, then I'm folding it down. So that's our fold. I'm going to put it aside for a minute, and I'll burnish it. I'll burnish it later, okay? Because I want to leave this out here because we are going to cut this gorgeous paper. And I know it's hard to cut into this paper, but we're going to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is cut this side down to 4 1/4. Which side did I cut off? I cut off this side. So we're just going to do... I think I'm going to do it like this because it's just easier to do it on this side. Just cutting off 3/4 of an inch. Okay? And look at that. That's going to be great to use somewhere else. Then I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off the top. Now I'll tell you how I figured out what I was going to do on this was based on... see, look, I just felt my scoring blade just flew off somewhere, so that's why I bought some new ones. Anyway, so I just took a 1/2 inch off the top here. How did I know what I wanted to do? It was based on where I wanted these things to fall on my card. I wanted to make sure that I got something other than just straight sky. And now we're just going to go for 1 1/2 inch pieces. And actually, if you go all the way to here, to this edge, that's a 1 1/2 inch piece right there. So see what I mean? If I'd left this on the top, all I would have had was almost nothing on the top. So there's a 1 1/2 inch piece. There's another 1 1/2 inch piece. And my third 1 1/2 inch piece. Now, and again, we've got these great pieces to use for something else. Oops. So let me put those somewhere where they won't get lost. Hope I can find that scoring blade. Well, my new stuff is supposed to be coming today, so if I can't find it, I have a new scoring blade on the way. So let's burnish these really well. Okay. And now we're just going to put them all on, and they'll all have this nice, 1/4 inch around. Notice how I've kept them in their order over here so I don't get confused. And you can do this. Do I have... Oh, I'll show you my prototype. that I did at Peggy's class today, and that was this one, and we just used the same paper all along. But I decided I wanted to use this paper, and also it makes really easy to show you what you can do with 6-inch paper, because I think that for some of us is more of a challenge. What I was doing is just checking that this was going to be even. And again, I just think these scenes are so beautiful. Isn't that pretty? And now we're going to do the inside and our little sentiment. Okay, so first we'll go for the sentiment. This is just a 2-inch circle of our basic white on my dirty. Time for a new cover for this, don't you think? And we're going to get our Thinking of You. Actually came from the Sentimental Park. If you don't have this, this is a wonderful set, and dies are really cool too. But there's just so many different ones that you can use with that. And we're going to use some early espresso ink. Now you could have mounted these both together, but I decided not to, because of the way I wanted it to overlap, and I didn't think I'd be able to do that. There's your Thinking Of. I think we don't use early espresso enough. It's a great neutral, because I wanted this U to kind of go right there and frame that. Okay, and then the only other thing is the sentiment for the inside. And what is this? This one is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And this, with Deepest Sympathy, comes from our Something Fancy set. Another one that both of these carried over from last year. This is a great sentiment set. Don't underestimate a good sentiment set. I know they're not as flashy. Hey, Carol, you made it. Yay. You know, sentiment sets aren't as flashy as all the pretty things, but they get the job done. All right, so we can put that inside. Notice this is a pretty easy, pretty quick card to make. And you can either butt it up against like this, or, you know, you could even separate a little bit. I'm going to separate it a little bit. I don't know why, but I think I kind of like that frame of it. And then our little front thing, this, like I said, was a 2-inch circle punch. I'm going to use this decorative circle, it's called, and some boho blue paper. Just regular old cardstock. I believe this punch right now is on back order, but it keeps coming and going, so I'm really not afraid that it's going to go away forever. Whoops. My 2-inch circle punch is actually old and well used. I need to, sometimes if they get that they're not punching as well, just get some aluminum foil and do a bunch of punches with aluminum foil, and that seems to help quite a bit. So I need to take my own advice and do that. Now we're going to get 3 of these regular dimensionals, but we're going to be really careful. I know this was the hardest part, was the fact that I was going to cover up some of these beautiful trees. So I don't want any dimensionals on the bottom part because I don't want them to stick the card together. So what I do is I hold it like this so that when I turn it over, I know where I'm wanting and not wanting those dimensionals to be. So just up at the top. Come on. Oh, this cardstock was Misty Moonlight. Nobody asked, but I don't think I told you. And that's kind of it for this card. I don't put a lot of bows and whatever on sympathy cards. I suppose we could go maybe for some blue, if I can find them. What do you guys think? You want some blue dots? We could use these blue dots. I think that's it I got for blue dots. All right, gonna take a vote. Which blue dots? I think I'm going with these ones. I don't know. They just seem right to me. These seem a little too much. So we can get maybe, this is my favorite way to pick these up if they come. Sometimes they're too sticky and they won't stick to the, I don't know, I call this like putty. I think I'm going to need to get some more of that on there. Maybe that's why it's not sticking. Maybe a big one. And maybe a couple others down here. All right, what do you guys think? We'll bring back our other one. We can vote. Do we like it with or without the bling? You guys know I'm a bling girl, so. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. All right, bling or no bling? Do you guys bling out your sympathy cards, or did I ruin the peacefulness with the bling? All right, I'm just gonna go over some of the things that we talked about. That's the bonus coupon days, the clearance rack update, the new kits, the new online exclusives, including this gorgeous paper, our super summer retreat with the trucking along set, that we have three more sets if anybody wants to do it, and my next class being the Darling Details class. It's not until August, but I'm hoping that I can get some orders into July so that y'all can get bonus day coupons if you order the Darling Details bundle when you're doing that. So let me put you back up. And I'll be back next week, 1 o'clock Pacific time, and thank you all for joining me. And I will get going on writing up the measurements and everything and sticking them on my stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com so that you can do this yourself, because it's actually pretty easy, don't you think? All right, take care, everybody. Bye.